Hi everyone, good evening. Today there will be another solution video and it will be again from Excel BI. There is a case again. The case list uh, is, it is comprises from three columns A, B, C, and the first column has user IDs. There are different user IDs and different timestamps for each user ID for the regarding action, and it's a kind of advanced grouping. The answer expected is a kind of grouping according to their user IDs and the timestamp values. The timestamp case is we need to compare the current value and the previous value. If this difference between them is greater than 20 minutes, then the indexing will increase by 1. For example, think about row number 5 and 4. Time difference is 35 minutes and it is increased by 1. Think about the first item and second item. The second item's previous value is 8 o'clock. The second item is 8 past 5 o'clock. There is not any time difference greater than 20 minutes, so indexing is 1. Continue with 1. So I'm taking it to an Excel sheet, and B column is recognized by text. It's not date, because as you see it is linked to left format, to left side. I am changing it. I have to replace dot value and the hyphen value. So now it is linked to right side, so it is recognized by Excel as date format. So the problem is fetching out each row's previous timestamp value. So for example, for this it has to be 8 o'clock, just 8 o'clock. For this 8 past 5. For this 8 past 10. We need to do this using I want to use Excel dynamic functions, and it will be dynamic. The solution will be dynamic, and the problem, another problem is when grouping this one, the A values, after completing A value and pass to the B value, it starts all over again from 1, as you can see, and finishing the B value and going through the C value, it starts all over again. So we need to do this also. We can do this grouping and show this grouping in the conditional formatting as well. The left outer side, the most left side of A2, if it is A equal to A, then turn it to yellow fill, and when I do this, I have to remove the second $sign. I will do the same thing for B. For the C as well. Red color. So this means that first of all I need to fetch the data of the current row's previous timestamp value. In order to do this, I must use indexing counter, selecting all of the list. There are totally 20 items in the list, and sequencing. And in order to see the previous data timestamp data, I must subtract 1 from each indexing. This is the original indexing. This is the previous timestamps indexing, and I will use XLOOKUP. This is the previous timestamp indexing. Lookup array is original indexing, and I want to fetch up B column timestamp data. For 0, there is not any 0 on the original indexing, so it's turn out error, but there are other values completely. So this is each row's previous timestamp value, and I will deduct this value from B column in order to see whether it is greater than 20 minutes or not. This is day format, this is not minutes, this is day values. So in order to change these day values to minutes, I have to multiply with 24 hours and multiply with 60 minutes. And there is an error value. I want to get rid of this. If error, turn it to 0. Same format. So if this value is greater than 20, give me 1. Otherwise 0. So J column is very important. We already marked all of the rows in compliance with our case. This is this row's previous timestamp is earlier than 20 minutes, and this one also, the time difference between current row and the previous row is much more than 20 minutes, way much than, look at this, and this one also much more than 20 minutes. So J column is very important for me, and I want to do the other grouping now. In order to do this, in column A there are 3 main groups, A, B, C, and counter. There are 3 different groups. So I want to, for user ID A, for the yellow values, I want to extract G's, G values. For the orange color B values, I want to extract G's, G colors, G values. So in order to do this, I need to distribute, I need to find out all of the groupings in the column A. So XLOOKUP. How about list first item grouping? List first item grouping is 1, and this is same with all of the yellow items, and same format must be applied. For the orange color B user items, it must be 2. So I will utilize from those distribution of the grouping items on the all over the rows, because if it is true, give me the values of G column. G column. Yeah. If it is wrong, blank. So I could able to get group A's G values. So already this item, as I told, its previous data is 8 past 10 and 8 past 45 minutes. So this means that it's greater than 20 minutes. So it's marked 1 in the for the A column. So I want to get rid of these blank values. In order to do this, I will use a variable. From now on, my function is A, and I will filter out non-blank values. Yeah. For user ID B, these are this. For C, these are this. And the important thing is, when I look at the answer expected, it starts with 1, and it is going to when the index increased, it's increasing 2, and the other value is 3, 4, 4. So I want to start it with 1, and I want to provide it a running total. In order to do this, I must use scan function, because scan scans an array by applying a lambda function to each value and returns an array that has each intermediate value. So I want to make it to start with 1 value and a running total I want to acquire. So scan is the perfect for doing this. Initial value is going to be 1. Array is our current array, and sum will do the running total. So I acquired exactly the same for the group A, 1 1 1 2 2 3 4 4. Look at this is okay. For group 2, it is also exact same. For 3, same. So from now on, I have to aggregate all of 3, all of 1 2 3 on top of each other. So in order to do this, I must use reduce function, because reduce an array to an accumulated value by applying lambda. So I must do this accumulation by using reduce. Reduce first item is null. Usually it is a blank value like this, and our array is m column, because I want to apply this to 1 2 3 grouping, and I'm started to writing the function lambda. It starts first item of the function is lambda, and the variables is b and c. Then after I want to accumulate 1 2 3, so I'm using vstack. It will be a vertical accumulation. The first item of the vstack is null, which is b, and the second item for m values, I have to use c. Wherever in the following line, wherever I see m, I must use c. So I must drop the first item because it is null. So I could able to attain these items. As you see, the indexing is okay, exact same. And I have to turn, I already created my function, but I have to turn it into a single formula, because the challenge requires it's from us. It will be dynamic formula and a single formula. And for m column, wherever I see m, I must write this formula. And L column equals to this formula. This is L column, L formula. G formula, it's equals to this one. I formula. H. G formula. F formula. And thereafter E formula. Again we turn into L, and L means this one L. This is M. Yes. So we can reduce the formula right now. I will use lets and variables to reduce the formula. We used A, B, C. I will use D, and sequence. For this one I will use D. This one I will use D. This will be E. I'm trying to reduce my formula and try to increase the workability of my formula right now. This will be E. And F, A2 to A20, F. I think this will be also A20. This is gonna be F as well. A21, sorry. Okay, F, and this will be A21. G will be B2 to B21. Okay, so the required answer requires merging these indexes with the user ID A, user ID column, A column. So I want to merge them with a hyphen. So this is what I want. It is just same with answer expected. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice evening.